Hello, Gamblemancer TD. So this is a tower defense where you have, was it like 6 different towers, and apparently each tower can roll a dice depending of how long or like how it looks. So there's like 3-sided, 4-sided, and 20-sided, and like this game doesn't give you any information like range of the tower or like attack speed. I assume they're all the same, but still there's no numbers. So there's just bunch of enemies like passing through, and then your tower is still damaged. I mean, even the damage rolled that is not shown. And also in this help section it says like that each tower of the same type you build gets more expensive, but it doesn't. So I guess that is being worked on because this is a demo. Rogue Survivors. Well, not the best survivor. It's like a basic, not many upgrades. You can kind of like pick only 3 different upgrades for like there's 3 different classes. I picked like a wizard, and then there's only 3 different, and it's kind of slow, not too many enemies, so I guess it needs to be worked on. So this is a demo. Timeout. Okay, so this is like complex kind of like card game, right? So you at the beginning pick 3 characters out of, it wasn't this many, it was like out of 4 out of 5, and then they have their own cards, and then I guess like this, you start with 3 cards, and then you can either play them or like draw cards, and you need to use them against the enemies. It's like a pixel graphics, not much information, but like when you select a card, you will get like indication that you can use them. It requires like tutorial and lots of reading and to understand, because it's kind of like the UI is kind of minimal, but the game is working, right? Yeah. So this is a demo. Cat and Rat. This is also called Cat versus Mouse, like when you start the game. So this is a backpack battler. So after each round, you go to the shop and you can like purchase like either backpack or like new items that you can put in the backpack, and some of these items can merge, and most of these items are like summoning the cats. And then yeah, you go defeat the enemies, and then there's like a boss fight, and then there's another stage, and then when you kill the first boss fight, so this is how the map looks, right? You pick the events, you either go to the fights, and then at the end of this like a stairs is like a boss fight. So this is a demo. Neutralized Dark Moon. So this game does not have English interface, like the text. It's kind of like 3D Survivor. You have different characters, and then they have 4 different abilities, and like you have this like a 3D map that has like a bottom level and top level, and then there's this like objective to open the portal or something, and then the boss appears. I tried to stay inside the portal and kill the boss at the same time, which I did, but like it failed because it was such a small area. I mean, I didn't know what the exact objective is because it was not in English, right? So this is free. What the fuck? This game, I assume, is like a co-op arena-based game where you either have to kill each other or like do something, because you cannot start this game on your own. So there has to be some kind of mini game, and then they don't really show it in these screenshots. So this is a demo. Gravity Surge. So this is kind of like a puzzle game where you can, well, there's like green tiles, white tiles, and blue tiles that you can switch to gravity onto, but you cannot switch gravity onto the black tiles. So what you need to do is just get to the finish line by switching gravity from like these tiles, right? So this is a demo. Grand Circuit. I don't know if there's option to change the camera. Well, I think it is, because on this like video it's shown. But like this, from inside the vehicle, camera angle is so big you cannot tell where the track is. And also game is a little bit buggy, like sometimes AI can just finish like at the start of the race. But yeah, it's like a racing game. So this is a demo. Mowed. Okay, this is interesting game, but like it's pixely and kind of clunky. But what you need to do is you play like this land mower. You can jump and double jump, and you can activate this like a land mowing mode, or like disable it. When you disabled it, you can double jump. So you just have to go around the map and cut all the patches of grass. This is a demo. Hermit and Pig. So this is 2D game where you have this character and you go around, and I guess the first quest is to collect the shrooms. And there's like a turn-based battles. For example, the first battle was like a cockroach, but there's different animals and stuff. And then you have this like a book with attacks. So your attacks work, instead of selecting the attack, you have to press attack, and then there's like 3 inputs. So for example, I think the stomp was up, down, down, so you need to use that input to like use the stomp. So yeah, okay. So this is a demo. Heavenstrafer. So this is kind of like super fast-paced kill enemies game. You have 4 different guns, and then you have to switch guns non-stop because the reload takes a lot, I guess. So yeah, you're just like constantly switching guns and shooting the enemies. And you need to complete it as fast as possible for like a higher score. This is a demo. Beacon of Neyda. So this game is interesting. It's like a 2D pixel graphics strategy where enemies, I guess, are attacking your base. The base building is kind of weird. Like you have to collect these resources, and then I believe there's like white and blue resources, and depending on which resources you have, you can build stuff or like activate like the building. And I'm not sure how to reload the ammo. I guess you have to craft it in one of the buildings. So like there's not many inputs in this game. Like you just walk around, and like you can press either E or space for action. And the building is kind of like when you enter the building mode, you kind of get this like a pop-up, and then I mean, it's kind of like not clear what you're doing. You have to get used to it. So yeah, this is a demo. Guardião Tupã. So this game needs a bit of fixing. So it's kind of like open. Was it open world? Well, you have to go around and kind of like action adventure, right? You can grappling hook stuff. Was it like collecting some kind of coins or something? I know I collected something, but I don't know what. Anyway, yeah, you can grapple to stuff, but it's weird. Sometimes your character just slips. The controls are. You can also fight enemies, but the controls are kind of clunky, like not finished. How to explain? You have to feel them for yourself. So this is a demo. Chaos Kart. So this game is unfinished, right? It is a kart game. There was no tutorial, there's no input, like it doesn't show you like how to use abilities. Maybe it does, like if you want to controls, but you have 3 abilities and then ultimate that you can use, and it's not clear how they work. Like the animation doesn't really help. And yes, there's like a bunch of different races, which this first one that I played had 3 laps, so you just have to finish the first lap, right? But you should be able to sabotage the enemies depending on which character you selected, because they all have different abilities, but the game needs some work. So this is a demo, and those are all free-to-play games and demos of today. Links to Steam store page for all these games are in the description. Okay, see ya.